Bonjour, 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 bonjour. Welcome to Build Your Own Cloud. This is your girl Lya Pouleyy, your life coach who helps you to align body, mind, soul, and emotion for a well-rounded life. So today we're going to talk about fear and love, but in a terms that what drives you, what motivates you for your life, for your career, for your business, in your relationship, for doing things and whatsoever. So without further ado, let's start. I am going to give you what drives me first, and then we're going to talk about what would drive you and what can happen if you're driven by fear or if you're driven by love. I personally get my strength and my power from love. I love to be driven by love for the simple reason is that to me, when there is love, there is no doubt, there is no fear. Easy like that. Because most of the time when I fear, when I'm afraid, is because I doubt. So if I don't doubt, I'm in love, I'm in trust. I have faith. Faith and love get along, they go together. Like, I don't dissociate one from the other because to me, faith is out of love. I don't think that there is faith without love. Maybe there is, but not in my world. And the main reason why I'm driven by love and not fear is just because fear creates blocks, and I hate blocks. I don't like to be frozen. I don't like to be stuck. I don't like to be numb. I don't like to be inactive. And when I say inactive, when I need to be active, like inactivity, when it's time like to get things done, to do things, procrastination and stuff like that. I hate that when it's not necessary. I mean, I'm going to do a podcast on procrastination and stuff like that, because procrastination means that you are fearing, you are afraid of something. So it's just easier to be numb and not doing anything instead of moving on, moving forward and, taking actions. But sometimes procrastination can be very useful because when you procrastinate, you're just like thinking and thinking and thinking. And sometimes you have the right idea coming out of nowhere from your procrastination. And then you're just like taking actions. But once again, I'm not here to talk about procrastination. But I know that when I'm afraid of moving on, moving forward, because I don't know what's the next step, I don't know what's going on next, I don't know about the future, I don't know about the other person's feelings or emotions, I don't know about the deal, I don't know about this, I don't know about that. I'm just afraid, so I protect myself from being disappointed or putting myself in some so-called danger. And I'm just staying quiet and I just freeze. So let's talk about fear, and then we're going to talk about love. Fear is not that bad because fear is here to protect you somehow. Don't forget that nowadays, we can be outside at like 4 a.m, being on the phone, listening to some music. It depends on which part of the world you're living in, but you're getting my point. Before, we needed to be alert as human because we're part of nature, and nature is not that pretty and glamorous and fair as everybody loves to tend to think. Nature is dangerous, that's what it is. So a part of nature, we definitely needed to, have our own back, protect ourselves and stuff like that. So that's why fear is here for. Fear is going to hold you back from jumping from the 10th floor or taking a knife and ripping yourself up to the nerves or stuff like that. Or fear is gonna hold you back from being embarrassed or being heartbroken and so many other things. But fear is also based on what you experienced as a child and childhood trauma and what your beliefs from what you experienced, and mostly from what your parents, your peers taught you when you were a child. So sometimes we think that just a no is gonna kill us. Like, it's not that we think, we react as if like a no or a simple rejection is gonna like hurt us to the core and kill us, and then we're just gonna stay in bed for like the next life, and we're not gonna move from our beds because we're gonna be so embarrassed. Fear is protecting you from all of that. I hope you're not hearing that sirens, because I'm not gonna record that again. Damn. Fear is here to protect you, as I said, as a primitive instinct, because once again, we're a part of the wildlife, and we just, with the time evolved and got civilized, even if I don't like that term. There is something you need to understand. You're just not a child anymore. Honestly, it doesn't matter what were your beliefs when you were 8 years old or 15 or even like 3 weeks ago. It doesn't matter at all. You have to be able to deconstruct and to understand that these are just beliefs and they are not rational, and they are not always rational. When you really like think about it, you're like, oh wow, yeah, I've never thought about it this way, and it's just fear. And what's the worst case scenario? I'm doing it regardless my fear, and I'm just gonna realize that, oh my god, I'm not dead, I'm not like ashamed, I'm not this, I'm not that. Even if you're receiving rejection, it's really super okay, and you will see that you will survive rejection. And most of the time we're not that rejected, honestly. Like, things are going pretty okay. Life is not that bad. It's not like rejection on rejection on rejection. And if you're just like receiving rejection, then you're kind of vaccinated from it, like you're not afraid of more rejection, and you can just move forward once again. So honestly, as long as you realize that you don't put yourself in danger, like real danger, you don't put your beloved one in serious danger, just do it. Like, once again, we just have one life. I don't care if you believe in reincarnation or not, but like in this life, even if you believe in it, the next time you're not going to be the same person. It's not going to be the same life. It's not going to be the same challenges. So do you right now. Do you. It's so important. Fear also goes with ego, but that's going to be for a next episode. But a lot of time we putting the ego up front, and when we really like deconstruct and realize that it's just fear and nothing else. And don't forget something that I'm going to talk in another episode. I don't know which one, I don't know when, but I'm going to talk about it at some point. Fear is the lowest vibration. Never forget about that. And love is the highest one. So when you move out of fear, your vibration is just low. You vibrate low. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna get anything done, but most of the time fear is here to hold you back, to prevent you, to stop you. It's a block, it's a blockage. So there is nothing really good when you move out of fear, and you have to understand, and you always have to question yourself when you're making decisions, when you're making moves. Am I doing those out of love or out of fear? And a lot of time when you don't feel okay, when you're too anxious, when you overthink, when you are stressed out, when you don't know what to do, when you're just like freezing, most of the time it's out of fear. And then you're just missing out your own life, because you didn't take that jump, take that leap to talk to that person, to say that you love that person or you don't want to lose that person. And even if it's not working, so what? It's really okay. You will learn from that, lesson learned, and you just live and learn. And then, once you're gonna be aligned, things are just gonna get better. Same for a job, same for an opportunity, same for your business. Like, if you build a business but all you're doing is being afraid, you will not go anywhere with your business. You're just gonna do some terrible business. I'm gonna give you an example. I do my best to be driven by love, but I'm a human, and sometimes I tend to forget, and sometimes like fear can come up and bother me for no damn reason. So I think that was last week or 2 weeks ago. I was on the phone with a really good friend of mine that I'm gonna invite in one of the in several podcasts. We have like a superhero meeting. I love that. Something that I wanted, I'm working on a business for my art, and I've been like looking for something, and I was on my way back home. I was walking, and just in front of me, a man who had like literally like the key of what I needed. And I was on the phone with my friend, and I was like, oh my god, like, is that a sign? Like, this guy is having exactly the key that I need for my business. And I was like afraid of asking the man, because I was like, yeah, but like I already tried a few months ago, like making some calls, and it didn't work out the way I wanted. So I kind of gave up. No, I didn't give up. I kind of put that on hold for a while and focused on other things. And I was like telling my friend, oh my god, that's crazy. Like, there is a man in front of me exactly having what I need right now. And I said, should I talk to him? But I'm afraid, like, what if he doesn't want to talk to me? What if he doesn't want to give me any information? And my friend was like, are you serious? Just go talk to him. The guy's in front of you. What are you waiting for? What are you expecting? What more do you need? There is like a real sign. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. What am I afraid of? And I'm like, it took me like half a second to think and just like run to that man and ask him questions. And the man was really nice, and he gave me like quite a lot of his time, and that was just amazing. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm boosted for the next step of my project. But you see, like, at first I was driven by fear, and I would have let that opportunity go, and I would have not used that time to talk to that man and for him to give me like so many great, amazing information. But I decided to shift and be moved by love. So I just talked to that man, and at the end of the day, the man was very responsive. So that was pretty amazing. That was just like little example for you to understand and to have like an idea of what I'm talking about, how fear is like really blocking you from your life, your dream life, from your dream business, from your dream relationship, from your dream manifestation, and I don't know what else. Que dis-je? Now let's talk about love, because that's very interesting. I hope all of you guys who are listening to me have been at least once in their life been driven by love, and you know the feeling that it is. And then some of you are going to tell me, yeah, but what, I've been driven by love, it was a disappointment, I've been hurt, I've been played by, I've been this, I've been that. Yeah, it happens, that life. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, I know what else to tell you, but that's gonna be in some private sessions. But the only thing that I can say is that probably you've been hurt because somehow, if you're really honest with yourself and you really look deep down inside, you weren't aligned. And alignment is really hard because you have to maintain it and you have to adjust your alignment as you're moving along with life, because you're not the same person. You're not even the same person from yesterday. Something has changed, so you always need to check your alignment. You always have to make sure that you're aligned. It's draining, so I'm not saying like you should do it like every day, but you do a little self-checkup, and maybe every month, every 3 months, or every time you need it, and you see if you're still aligned with your vision, with your desire, with your heart, with your soul, with your body, with your finances, with everything. So once again, when you're driven by love, things are just beautiful and amazing, and you're dreaming, even if it's not happening at the end of the day, but you had that mojo, that power, that energy who gives you life, who gives you this extra boost, this motivation just to do more and to be better and do better. As I said before, when you move by love, it also goes along with faith. You have faith in you, you have faith in the situation, you have faith in the future, you have faith in whatever you believe in. It can be the universe, it can be God, it can be your lucky charm, it can just be yourself. This belongs to you. I'm not here to discuss that. But all I can say is that when you really choose love, you choose trust, and you should trust in yourself most of all. You choose love, but the love that you're choosing is self-love, self-value, self-esteem. That's why when you choose love, you just do miracles, and you add faith, and you add alignment, and then you're boom, the master, the wizard, the voodoo of your own life. It's just like beautiful. Okay, I'm going too far. And as I said before, as fear is the lowest energy, love is the highest energy, the highest vibrations. And everything that is, close to love, joy, happiness, excitement, those are like positive energies and positive vibrations, and you accomplish so much more as compared to fear. As I said, I'm not going to say you don't accomplish anything with fear, but mostly. But all of those emotions close to fear can be high vibrations, but they're going to be low frequencies, and that's very important. Love is high vibration and high frequency, which is amazing. So try it, and how to do things out of love. It depends what kind of people you are. I'm a creative person. That's why my coaching program is based on creativity. When I don't have like that extra motivation, that extra thing that is helping me pushing and enjoying the process, I do dance. That's my thing. Dancing is my thing. I'm a good dancer. I'm telling you guys, I am. But anyways, dancing is my thing. Painting is my thing. Drawing is my thing. Cooking is my thing. Everything that is making me using, my body, my creativity, my fingers, like all of that are just like my thing. Love is my thing as well. So when I need that extra boost, that's what I'm using. And once again, just do things out of love. You're gonna see your life is just gonna be more magical. And unfortunately, a lot of people think that they do things out of love, but most of the time they do things out of fear, and that's why they're stuck in their lives, sadly. But anyways, that's all for me. I am wishing you a good day, night, a good moment. Don't forget to, if you like it, subscribe. Let me know if you're driven out of fear or out of love. What does love represent to you? What does fear represent to you? When was love beneficial for you? Is fear really beneficial for you? And what do you do to get boosted? What do you do to have that love feeling? I'm curious about it. So that's all for me. Have a good day, have a good time, have a good night. Drink plenty of water. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and don't forget also about the others, because we're all in this together, right? So this was Lya Pouleyy for Build Your Own Cloud. You can find me on Instagram. You can email me at contact@lyapouleyy.com, and you can find my website at www.lyapouleyy.com. And if you're interested in my 3 different coaching programs, just go on my website. I'm out. Peace. Bisous, bisous.